team, along with Sam Watson and his team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before, travel through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know right to I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games get played, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. Fight for millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. But much expected, much is given. Wanna make the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine up, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it tonight. Oh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn and develop patience. Determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving. They changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind. So I do it for all my people. Jabbing in competition. Back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. While cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals.
Yeah. Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back soon and fight this final round. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games get played, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, it's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. I'm gonna share all that I have and give to those in need. So we're gonna win this battle, fight that disease. No one gets behind you, don't leave my that's young. We got to be confident. Oh, no, I never know. Yay.
Cancer is killing, millions and millions of people. Me and my team, along with Sam Watson and his team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before, travel through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. days. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet. And nothing can shake me, cause I know my time. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games get played, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. Fight for millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. With much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it through like for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn to develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. While cancer slowing our road, I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, give something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going battle and fight this final round. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Can't get played, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. It's all in what you do.
Hey, some things you gotta do. Hey, 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 hey. What's up, KJ? KJ. Hey, JP, Eric, JQ, Kino, Benjamin, KB, what it do? Nathan, Adolfo, Big Homie Coop, Super Bros. Dun, 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 dun. What's cancer doing? It's raising havoc, man. Let's jump this trailer. I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
Man, my heavens. Too many to count. Barbershop conversations, guys. I appreciate you guys coming in here tonight. We're going to do something a little bit different, man. What's up? I appreciate you, Mr. Gabe. That's love, baby. I'm really interested in Blue Bloods and Bill Haney's interview. So we're going to watch that, man. And then I'll just delete this show afterwards so people don't come here and watch the interview. And, yeah, man, I'm very interested to hear what Bill Haney has to say. Are they still going to chase, or are they going to say, fuck it? You know, we're going to go build our own empire, because this will be the third fighter that they done chase. And I believe it's not doing them any good. You're 0 for 3. And you know how you want someone to do something so bad and they won't do it. That's the Haney's for me, man. They just hustling so parallel. You know what I mean? Thinking they going insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So, um, I believe if the the offer was great, you know who would tell us? Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn ain't got no problem telling the world that he done offered a massive deal, a boatload of money. The most money he's ever made. We will double the Teofimo Lopez. How you say it? Purse. It is at least double the Teofimo, how much he made against Teofimo Lopez. Just like I said, Eddie Hearn is in the DAZN business. He's not in the Devin Haney business. And when you understand that, you know how to move. What's up, TJ? So I think that's where we're at. So I'm very interested. I don't know if he's on yet. I had it up. Let me see. Let's see if he's on yet. No, he's not on yet. I don't think. Let's see.
Derrick James yesterday, and he said
he's not on.
He
yet.
don't know. He don't know.
Let me mute it, and then I'll go back and forth, or you guys let me know when he's on. But yeah, man. So the Jaime Munguia, Jamal Charlo fight. Hey, listen. How the hell does a man that's not fighting have the nerve to say, we don't want this guy to fight? We gonna fight on our terms. Listen, no matter where the fight is, guys, Jamal Charlo is making the exact same amount of money, pretty much. Jaime Munguia in the exact same amount of money. I mean, it's not the exact, but it's in the same ballpark. They're not going to get paid outside of what the market believes that they're worth. So, at the end of the day, in my Adrian Broner's voice, I think this just proves, man, that the fighters don't have power. The fighters are $40 million slaves, man. And to quote Darwin Price, he says, "We hoes, man." We hoes, man. How the hell can, I don't care whose side is on, Steven Espinoza, Oscar, and Al Heyman's not talking. So let's just say Steven Espinoza and Oscar. How the hell are they in between these fighters agreeing to fight? They got to make the compromise. If the fighters say, I'm fighting him, y'all got to make the compromise. What Errol Spence say? The men in suits got to make the sacrifices. And he's absolutely right. How the hell is Oscar begging? Every time I see Oscar, I see fishnets in that email, dog. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, Oscar will never visually be the same to me ever, ever, ever. Every time I see him, I can't get that fishnets visual out of my head. But I don't understand, again, why I simply don't understand it. I simply don't understand it. So my guess is, your guess is probably better than mine. But basically, Jamal Charlo is sitting at home waiting for Steven Espinoza and Oscar De La Hoya to come to an agreement, or Showtime in the zone. That makes no sense. This is why that Muhammad Ali Act is so important. They can literally go right to Eddie Hearn and say, Eddie, can you put this fight on? Jaime Munguia ain't got to wait for Oscar. Jaime Munguia, unbeknownst to him, can sign a one-fight deal with PBC. And he doesn't even know it. He doesn't even know it that he can. He's protected. These guys just sitting there. Ain't nothing getting in the way of my money, man. Jamal, you already fighting once a year. If you don't get this fight, if Jamal don't get this fight, I mean, he already done lost an absorbent amount of fans. He done lost so many fans. So if he don't get this fight, my gosh, I don't know. I don't know what to tell that young man. You know, So, um, so I think that it's just incredibly, incredibly important that these guys go get the fight. Stop waiting on Steven Espinoza. Stop waiting on the Oscar De La Hoya, and go get the fight. That's it. It's real. It's really that simple. It's no more, no less. Put the power in your hands. That's it. It's really, really that simple. You ain't got to move. You ain't got to shake. They work as the premise is. They work for you. Simple. They work for you. It's not the other way around. But these fighters just fall in line. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, boss. If Jamal Charlo don't get this fight, man, I wish him luck. I wish him well, because he's gonna be stuck, frustrated. The fans already, they ain't turned on him, but they like, you got to give us something. We done supported you financially. Now you got to give us something, Jamal. And now he's just sitting there, just floating. And I don't know how Jaime Munguia's career is going, because I haven't followed it, but I haven't seen him with a big name like Daniel Jacobs, Triple G, or even what's the other guy's name? The Russian Medvedenko. No, that's a basketball player. But you know what I'm talking about, the guy that fought Jamal Charlo. So I think that, so we just sit here and we just wait. And tomorrow, I guess we'll know the truth, because they're announcing the schedule tomorrow. You know, how amazing. What an interesting concept, a schedule. You know how everyone called me a coon and this, oh, you're a coon. Boxing don't need no schedule. Well, I guess they do. Steven Espinoza is dropping one tomorrow. So I guess Steven Espinoza and Al Haymon are coons too. You know what I mean? So I guess me and Al Haymon are both coons anyway. So hey, there you go. So anyways, I'm still waiting to see if he's not on yet. But Blue Blood is live right now. So if you guys want to go over to Blue Blood, y'all feel more than welcome to. He about to have Bill Haney on, Mr. Haney on. So if you guys got that, that'll be cool too. What's up, Champion Heart? You ready for tomorrow, champ? You know what I mean? So that'll be dope. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. But let me open up these phone lines. If you guys want to beam in, more than welcome to beam in. There you go. You guys are more than welcome. Let me put this up. 561, what's up?
What's up, big homie? How you doing, brother Fred?
Hey, how you feel, dog? What you got?
Hey, man, I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying? But look, I didn't get a chance to get through last night, man. I got some questions to, that would come from somebody uninformed as far as, the business side of it. And I know you know.
Okay.
So I'm going to defer to you.
Let's hope.
Okay. My first question is, you mentioned a lot about independence and how the only way these fighters are going to really be able to, profit to the max is going independent. And I hear that. All right. And I believe that. Now, what is to stop the fighters from cutting deals with the networks themselves now as an independent contractor? Now, then there's another question that brings up, right? Because then it's like, okay, they're about to announce a fight schedule, which got me to thinking, do the promoters get like a wholesale deal of dates where it's like, they're guaranteed so much money, or what do they get for guaranteeing an X amount of fights over a certain period of time? Do the networks have to agree to those fights, to accept those fights? Like, what I'm trying to figure out is, why in the hell, if I'm a fighter, or once I've built up my name, why would I resign? Why wouldn't I go straight to the network and say, hey, I'm XYZ, I got 2 belts, everybody's lining up to fight me. I can pretty much pick to fight whoever I want, and these are the numbers that I'm capable of doing. Let's make a deal. Why doesn't that happen?
You asked like 3 questions. What was
Right.
ask one at a time.
Right. Why? What's stopping these guys from going straight to the networks
themselves?
So you're telling me the network would do bid? So that's why I said, so with the promoters, they don't have a deal where it's like, you can go behind my back and deal directly with these fighters, but I don't got to bring you any more of my shit either, and I can take my shit over to
Yeah. So how it goes? So I'm not sure if you were around when Lou DiBella took Deontay Wilder over to the Zone. Do you remember that?
I remember when he was shopping, they were trying to get the AJ fight made, right? And they offered him something like 50 million or something flat, something like that.
Okay, I'm not. I believe it was after that. Deontay Wilder went and met with the Zone, right, for $120 million. Now, what happened behind the scenes was Al Haymon was livid because Lou DiBella actually set up the meeting, and Lou DiBella set up the meeting because 1, he obviously gets a kickback, right? 2, he believed it was in the best interest of Deontay Wilder, 3-fight deal for $120 million, right? And so, with that being said, Al Haymon kicked Lou DiBella to the curb. Right. So when a fighter says, you know what, I'm going to do it myself, he has to understand that the business of boxing is going to form Voltron on you. And when they form Voltron on you, you have to be prepared to have a way out. You get what I'm saying? So if not unless you're Floyd Mayweather and the business of boxing is just, you are the business of boxing, or a Canelo, or even Deontay Wilder, Earl Spence in Texas, he Tank Davis on the Eastern Peninsula, but these fighters are bred to believe that they have a boss, their trainer, their promoter, their manager, their Olympic coach. They're bred to believe that they have to seek advice. What's up, Corey Lee? So I think that gets in the way, because you got to take into account too, boxing is a poor man's sport at its genesis. So when these fighters are starting to box, they're not boxing multi-millionaires more often than not. Billionaires, millionaires don't send their child to be a professional boxer. They,
of course not.
They raise their kids to own the world champions, right? It's easier to own a world champion than it is to create one in real life. It's easier that way, right? All it takes is money. And so with that being said, I think the information is not there with the father and son combo, the trainer and fighter combo. Collectively, the information isn't there. And with the information not being there, you get to a position where Al Haymon has multiple degrees hanging from his wall. Bob Arum has multiple degrees hanging from his wall. And then they in turn becomes a entrusted source. And when you trust them, you believe that they have the best way.
So it's really kind of Willie Lynchism is really what you're saying. Is pretty much what it is. I mean, where you're conditioned, it's a conditioned response.
Oh yeah.
Right?
They're definitely conditioned.
So you put the dog, you put the chain, you put a chain on the dog, and then it's short, but then over time you give him more length, right? And eventually, even if you detach that chain from the tree, the dog still will not go outside of a certain range because he's used to being
exactly like that picture of that horse. Yeah, exactly. You've seen that picture of that horse online. Exactly that. And but these fighters, like for example, if Jaime Munguia agrees to the fight and Jamal Charlo agrees to the fight, why don't y'all take y'all services somewhere else?
Because what happens after this fight?
Who cares?
What?
Yeah. But they can literally go to Eddie Hearn and say, you want to put on the fight. Now, Eddie Hearn got to make a decision. Does he want to disrupt the business of boxing?
Right.
Or
and this is a different business model, obviously, because the zone, well, up until, you know, I'm hearing rumblings about them going back to the old model or the way of selling fights, selling a pay-per-view. But that's a different business model. So like there's only so many available dates anyway, right? On the different networks. And so I'm wondering, is you know, on PBC, like, you know, they're about to announce a full like schedule tomorrow. So even if you wanted to, how would you go and get, you know, you mentioned Al Haymon and you know, this is a very smart guy, Bob Arum, a very smart guy. You know, my father always told me, man, if it was easy, people would be doing it. Always remember that. If it was easy, people would be doing it. It's not that it's not doable, but is it really viable for most fighters? I mean, you rattled off 3 names, one of whom is retired. You know, one of whom is retired. So I'm just like, I wonder, you know, because you really got me thinking about that. And obviously with the Charlo Munguia situation, it sounds, it's putrid. You know, I'm speaking as a fan and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Really? Like, seriously? And then, oh, I know what I wanted to ask you last night, and I get a chance to. Give me some numbers. Give me some numbers. How much money do you think is at stake for Oscar De La Hoya? Like, there's a reason why they're not wanting to play together. Like, we know that the numbers are down anyway, but I'm wondering, would you say that they're getting half of what they might have been getting 4 years ago? That they're profiting half, or what? Is it even profitable anymore? I mean,
boxing
what's
is definitely
going on?
profitable because of the networks, and a smart promoter will keep his bottom line beneath what the networks give him. You know what I mean? So the promoter will always come out profitable and working with ESPN, Fox, Showtime, 100%.
Because it's free money for them, right?
I wouldn't say free money, but yeah, it's not their money. And it's not as profitable. I mean, there's a lot of variables with that. You got COVID.
Right.
The stars aren't fighting. So that's what makes the NBA so special.
Right.
LeBron's going to play today. Kevin Durant's going to play tomorrow. Giannis is going to play Thursday. And so it's always a plethora of stars playing in NBA. So they never have dry spells like us. When is Floyd fighting? When is Canelo fighting? When is Wilder fighting? When is Spence fighting? We go months, maybe years without seeing these guys fight. Boxing doesn't have that everyday fan appeal. You know, so
of course, right. I get that. I mean, I because if I'm Errol Spence Jr., especially if I'm a guy like Errol Spence Jr., at this point, I've outgrown a need for PBC. I don't need you motherfuckers no more.
He's never needed.
And he says
he's never.
I don't need it, but and I need you even less now.
Yeah,
I need you even less now.
Exactly. No A-level fighter needs their promoter.
You know,
as it's designed right now. Not unless you're going to be Don King. You know, there's no promoter living today that can sell a fight. There's none. Eddie Hearn I'm in America.
Right.
Eddie Hearn don't sell tickets here. He does. He gets a lot of clicks. He gets a lot of attention, but he doesn't sell out. I haven't seen a sellout the zone fight because of Eddie Hearn. I've seen a sellout fight because it's in San Diego, and there's a high concentration of Latino boxing fans there. But I haven't seen Eddie Hearn really move the meter in America in terms of promoting. Now he is the leader in terms of the major promoters that actually promotes. But an A-level fighter, the names you just mentioned, Spence don't needs his promoter 0%.
Right.
0%.
So you're thinking that the reason why he might not undertake or may not go after being more, Because one thing about it, if the average payout per price is dropping for whatever reason, then it seems that it will become, to me, even more necessary that you become more like move towards being independent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when guys are getting, you know, fight for $1 million, and which is a lot of money to me, maybe not you, but it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of
me.
money. Hell yeah, it's a lot of money.
Right. It's a lot of money, and you know, but that's a relatively, that's kind of low. You know what I mean? Especially to be a champion, and the money is not what it was. We know it's not what it was. So I'm wondering, like, why aren't guys doing? You know, you mentioned that on quite a few occasions, and I'm like, you know, at first I was like, man, because you can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute. The only reason you wouldn't be able to do it is because the networks are like, no, we don't want to piss our partners off. So we're not going to do business with you. Like, we can't, you know, we're not going to do that. Yeah, we could technically, but we don't want to piss Mr. Haymon off because you're just one fight. Al is going to guarantee us 15 dates.
Exactly.
And that's the threat.
That's the threat. That is exactly the threat. But when
the threat is stronger than the execution. Well, at least in chess it is anyway.
Well, on the PBC side, especially because they're not fighting. So, for example, if I'm a PBC fighter and I'm sitting on my couch and I'm fighting once a year, I'll be like, I'm cool with Al. I'm cool. I'll take that one fight and I'm gonna go get another fight. If you're like Tony Harrison in Detroit, I think Tony Harrison can do great in Detroit, in that area, in the Great Lakes area. I think Tank Davis can do great in Baltimore. I think Gary Russell can do a smaller venue in the DMV area. Tank can, Spence can sell out anywhere in Texas. Charlos can do well in Houston. I saw it. Deontay Wilder can do well in New York, Vegas, and especially in his area, like 10. And what I mean by Alabama. Well is like 10,000 tickets. Like, I think that's pretty damn good, you know. So hell
yeah, if you're keeping all the money.
Yeah, if you're keeping all the money. Well, you got overhead, sure. But I'm just saying it's very well possible. And all these A-level fighters, you guaranteed 50 to 100,000 people will buy the pay-per-views. Guaranteed.
1,000%.
Guaranteed. Yep. Like, you can count on it. If Deontay Wilder fight, he can count on 250,000 pay-per-view buys. He can count on it, lock it in. But Bob Arum is not going to tell him that. Al Haymon is not going to tell him that, and Oscar is not going to tell him that. But if these fighters knew it, and this is why, it's not by accident that my credentials was taken back to back to back by all these promotional companies. It's not, because they knew I wasn't in fear of them, but they knew I was a threat to their bottom line. And they say, no, this guy
teaching the slave. You gonna teach the slave how to read?
Yeah, teach the slaves how to read. Yeah, exactly. And it's just the realities of it, man. And I hope that these fighters wake up. Like Jamal Charlo, Jaime Munguia, man, come on, man. They got to step in front of Oscar and Steven Espinoza and be like, we want this fight, dog. Y'all do whatever y'all need to do since we're signed to this. And you know what they should say? If y'all don't come up with this fight, we going to Lou DiBella.
Yeah, but how you can't do that if they got you by the proverbial.
Lou DiBella's not even attached to America. We're not even attached.
Still would be. I'll still sue your ass if I own your likeness. If you're in boxing trunks and I own your ass, and whenever you put trunks on, you can't. Right?
Well, that's why Floyd fought exhibitions. He didn't fight just exhibitions because of that. He fought exhibitions because he wanted to one, he didn't want to go against his record, and two, there were some bylaws in his contract that prevented him from boxing.
Oh, yeah. So like on some Mason Besser type shit, like, oh, you want to retire? Okay, you can retire. Sure.
Exactly.
Sure. But
Exactly.
just know that if you want to rap again,
Uh-huh.
I own your ass.
Yeah, the same thing with um that's why when he fought Tekken, remember he fought Tekken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kid New Year's Day or some
Yeah.
couple years ago.
Something like that.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I just, so yeah, I'm gonna let the call go, but I wanted to ask that question because and then I'm kind of all over the place with it, but one question begats another one, you know what I'm saying? So like
Right.
it's like, well, I'm thinking like, well, damn, why can't this fight happen? It's like, oh, and Oscar De La Hoya saying, oh, they built it up, they should get paid. And it's like, yeah, but in the meanwhile, if I'm a fighter, yeah, but you're holding up my prime years. You know what I'm saying? This is a big fight that I need. It's not fair that you should be able to prevent that from happening. And I'm like, okay, well, what is the one thing that would stop that from? And this is why we got multiple championship belts anyway for shit like this. But all right, big Fred. So yeah, I'm locked in, man. I'm listening, man. To what you got going on and everything, but I appreciate that. I
appreciate you.
wondered that.
No, that's
all right, big homie.
Thank you, dog. Yep.
Yeah, man. Yep. Later.
San Diego has a regent out here. I'm loving that. San Antonio, San Francisco, Sweet 16. Chase Center. I was thinking about going to March Madness. Anyway, so yeah, man, these fighters got so much leverage. Listen, you're not going to hold my son. You're not going to stop his train because at the end of the day, the goal is to get the court is to win over the fans. The fans are the one paying. The fans is the one that makes the market. All right. And you definitely can do that as an independent source. You know what I mean? You definitely can do that. So I think that that's just the reality of it, man. And it's just sad that these fighters are not exercising their rights. And that's why it's so important to have a team. Because I can almost guarantee you, because Jaime Munguia, I read an article, he has two promoters. He got Zanfer for Mexico and Oscar for America. And I guarantee you there's no one sitting down with Jaime Munguia in Tijuana saying, hey, we can do this ourselves. There's no one sitting down with Charlo to say, you know what? We should call Jaime Munguia. Like, these guys should form Voltron and say, we want this fight. And if that happens, they will have to make the fight because it will expose the business of boxing. And what they don't want you to know is that the business of boxing and the threat of being blackballed is just a facade. It's not real. How can you be blackballed in boxing? The only thing they can do is threaten you with pay. You can't be blackballed in boxing. It's impossible. It's too many people putting on fights. You can put on your own fight. It's too many fighters in the world. You can be blackballed from, or you can be put away from doing what they're doing. It's like me. They thought I was going to go away. Oh, we got Fred. We got rid of him. So I said, you know what? I'm going to just turn one of my rooms into an office. And boop, I'm still here. Same example. But these fighters are so addicted. These fighters are so addicted to going on vacation after they fight. They're so addicted to buying a new car. They're so addicted to buying a new chain. They're so addicted to posting how successful they are. They're so addicted to being a consumer. They're so addicted to their likes. They're so addicted. It's just awful, man. It's just awful that these fighters don't have the power. Don't believe they have the power because they do. It's nothing stopping Jamal Charlo from calling Jaime Munguia. There's nothing. Zero. Nothing. Nothing. And matter of fact, you can even call them for free. You can go on WhatsApp. You can call Haymon Munguia. That's why agents see. That's why if any of you guys have ever sold a property, that's why the agent doesn't want you talking to the seller, because the agent realistically is trying to get the most money. So what he's going to do is get a listing, get someone to bring in an offer, and use that offer to leverage the other people that are selling homes. But they don't want you to call the seller and be like, hey, how much you selling that house for? Can I offer you this much money? They don't want you to do that, because guess what? It strips the agent of power. Once you push that veil back, you realize there's nothing there. Did you guys ever see Usual Suspects? It was nothing. It was all a facade. Was it real? Was it fake? Did they really die? Was Kaiser Sose real? You know, it's all a facade. Listen, I'm in America. There is no difference in the lifestyle between making $3 million and making $1 million. There's not, I mean, your car may be newer, your house may be 500 feet bigger, square feet bigger. But lifestyle, in terms of you able to travel anywhere you want to go in the world, yeah, you might have to fly business instead of first class, but I'm talking about in terms of actual getting there, it's no difference. And that's the truth. These people think that there's no difference, man. And it's sad that these fighters just sit here. They just sit. And then they get frustrated. And then they get mad at the fans when you should have took control of your career. Haymon Munguia and Jamal Charlo needs to take control of their career. It's that simple. They do it, they win. That's it. It's really that simple. But they're not going to do it. They're just going to wait for Al. They're going to wait for Oscar. And that's it. But and DJ, to your point, I don't give a fuck what they giving up. We got to take the power away from Steven Espinoza and Oscar De La Hoya. We got to they're just a liaison to the money. They shouldn't have no power. None. Zero. Zilch. See, Steven Espinoza wants to win on Twitter. Oscar De La Hoya wants to win on Instagram, wherever he posted that video. They both want to win on the internet. Nah. Haymon Munguia. Man, I don't know, man. These fighters are so big, bad, and tough in the ring, but they dummies outside the ring. They're dummies. Stupid. Stupido. I mean, how do you let another man control you? You're running all the miles. You're taking all the punches in sparring. You're getting taxed 30%. 202, what's up?
What's up, Fred? How you doing?
How you feel, dog?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. What you got?
Man, I'm feeling good, Fred. I'm feeling very excited. As a boxing fan, I think this year is going to eclipse next year. Next year we were very spoiled with some very good fights, some very entertaining fights, some knockout of the years, classics. We saw unifications. We saw undisputed. Upsets, a lot of upsets. So, I'm looking forward to this year. Coming up soon. I think. Let's see. Yeah, on March 26th, we got the American debut, Tim Tszyu versus Terrell Gausha. It's gonna be a good fight. Versus a aggressive counter puncher, body puncher, and Tim Tszyu versus a counter puncher, boxer puncher, and Terrell Gausha. Both men are, high stakes in that fight. The winner gets a shot at the winner of Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castellano for all the belts. So that's gonna be a good fight. Usually when two fighters Got a lot on the line. They're gonna bring it their all, Fred. They're gonna bring everything, and somebody might get knocked out in that fight. What do you think about that fight?
I think Castano gonna win.
No, not Castaño. Tim Tszyu versus.
Oh, I
Terrell
don't
Garcia.
know. I don't know. I don't. Terrell Goucher is like
He's a good fighter though, Fred.
yeah, he's like pancakes. Just add water. You know what I mean? Like
Oh shit.
like seriously, like in the big fights, he's just throwing a jab to a right hand, jab right hand.
Bisquick.
Yeah,
Bisquick.
Bisquick. Yeah, and he's that's just who he doesn't show up in the big fights. He loses the big fights. He's an Olympian, highly touted.
Okay,
coming out of yes, go ahead.
I got you. Okay, well, April 9th, man. Everybody's looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Ertzen Lubin versus Sebastian Fundora. But look, that's gonna be a great card because guess what? On the co-main event, we got the return Tony Harrison versus Sergio Garcia.
Right.
Those are some of the best 154 pounders in the division. All those guys. So I'm looking forward to that fight. That's gonna be a real good card. I think you heard my prediction. I think Lubin's gonna find himself in some trouble because it's gonna be hard to get off on Fundora because he's so tall. He's got a lot of reach. Even though he doesn't use it, he overwhelms you with a lot of punches. Goes to the body very well. He throws punches and bunches. He can punch too as well. He's not a light puncher, and he's very aggressive, very very aggressive. And I think Lubin's going to tie him up a lot and turn him and hit him with some overhand lefts and work the body a lot to break him down. But I think he's going to get dropped probably early, then come back, rally, and get a late stoppage. As far as the Harrison versus Sergio Garcia fight, that's a tough fight because we don't know which Tony Harrison is going to show up. The one we saw versus Jamel Charlo in the second fight, or the one that we saw against Brian Perella. If the one that shows up against Brian Perella shows up, I think Sergio Garcia is going to overwhelm him. Now, a lot of people don't know who he is, but he's a good fighter too. He's a guy who overwhelms you with a lot of volume. He doesn't have a lot of power, but he overwhelms you. So if Tony Harrison is on his A game, he might be in big trouble. But the one that was beating Jamel Charlo in the rematch, I think he could get a stoppage, a late stoppage. You know, so those are going to be some great fights. So, what do you think about Fundora? Huh?
No, Fundora Lubin.
Yeah,
I think Lubin gonna beat the shit out of him.
Beat the shit out of him. You don't think it's gonna be competitive?
Yeah, it's competitive. Competitive, but I think like he's gonna win. Like he's gonna dominate. I think Lubin's too talented, man. You know, he
is.
He's talented, man. He's super talented, dog. Like, and I want to see the rematch of him and Charlo. Obviously,
I think that fight's gonna go much different.
Yeah, Charlo will be the favorite. But Charlo got to get past Castaño. You know,
that fight is no given, Fred. Before I get to that fight, what do you? And of course, April 16th, we got Earl Spence Jr. The Truth against Jordanis Ugas. Man, a 3-belt unification just between some of the best welterweights on the planet.
Yep.
You got Earl Spence. I like to say he's like a technical. He's
Tim Duncan.
He's like not Tim Duncan, but he's like a technical aggressive fighter. Okay. That's what I like to call him. He's technical with it. He's very technical, very good jab, power jab, works the body very well, can move his feet when he wants. He's got good timing as well. And he got Jordanis Ugas. I like to say he's a boxer puncher. He's got enough power to keep you off of him. He boxes very well. He's athletic when he needs to be. He works the body a lot. He's very strong-willed. So, man, I don't know, Fred. I think, the more I look at this fight, the less I think this is going to be a one-sided fight for Earl Spence. And I think the key factors in this fight is how much this Earl Spence has left and Ugas is training. Those could be the key factors, the X factors, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's fair for you to say, to see where Earl Spence is. I think this is a good fight. The closer it gets to the fight, the more realistic I become. If Earl Spence can stop this man,
Oh,
man,
I
boxing
might
gonna
have
be
to
on
put him.
fire. Boxing gonna be on fire. And Sunday's show after that fight, the whole world gonna be in here. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah. If Earl Spence can stop Lubin, oh man, that's a hell of a statement. That's a bigger statement than what you call it, stopping Sean Porter.
Crawford
Yeah, yeah,
stopping. I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I thought Crawford stopping Porter was
Yeah.
like a pound for pound performance. That shit reminded me
Yeah,
of when
it
Earl went and
sure.
to Kell Brook's hometown and made Kell Brook quit.
Mhm.
He made him quit. No
Now,
one's got to do that.
now I will
No
say
one.
Sean's dad robbed Terrence Crawford of that big moment. You know, that moment
Yo,
where,
oh my God,
yeah,
Kenny Porter, man. I can't stand. Fucking stand his man. Can't. Yeah, you're right, man. I don't know if Earl knocks Ugas out. It's a pound for pound performance. Pound
yeah,
for pound, you got to give
yeah.
him credit.
We gonna
Ugas
see.
is too strong-willed.
That's a tough
He's got a
fight.
good chin, good
Oh, that's a
recovery.
tough fight. That's a tough fight for
I
Earl,
don't know.
man. I think Earl gonna win, obviously, but I
Yeah,
like those first 7 rounds. I like it. I like it. I think it's competitive. I think, yeah, both of them, by the looks
mhm.
of them, I guarantee you, from a mindset perspective, they will be in the best mindset, both of them, they've ever been in their
They
life.
got to be.
I don't know about
They got to
physically,
be.
but mindset, Earl is there.
Mhm.
I don't know if he can be a better mindset than against Kell Brook, because you had to be stupid focused. But if you can come in with the mindset better than a Kell Brook, I think that's amazing. And Ugas,
Yep.
oh, it's like me against the world. He's playing Tupac every day in camp. Guaranteed, me against the world. I guarantee you, he's playing something like that in his camp.
Mhm.
Solace got that man
Every.
believing that Al Haymon wants you to lose. Sam Watson wants you to lose. Everybody. I'm telling you,
Mhm.
they like training him like they did Ivan Drago. He's literally Ivan Drago in camp.
You got to be.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be. All right, and all right, let's move on. The next fight after that on April 30th, undisputed.
Yeah, I like that day.
Lightweight champion.
Uh-huh.
You don't care about that fight?
No, I like that day. I said, because the women.
Katie Taylor,
Mhm.
Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano for all the belts.
Mhm.
Look, Fred, I think a lot of people sleeping on that fight. That might be the sleeper fight of the year because they're women for one, and a lot of people don't care about that fight as much as they should. Women, from what I'm seeing lately, they throw down. They don't care.
Right.
We don't get knockouts, obviously, as we want, but it's still a fight. How many of us have seen boring fights that we want to turn the TV off? Them females, they don't. A lot of times it's not boring. So you got Katie Taylor, who's a boxer puncher, and then with a lot of speed, and then you got Amanda Serrano, who's just a pure technical puncher.
Yeah.
She puts her punches together very well,
Yeah.
crisp. It's crazy, and she comes to bring the fucking pain. She
Yeah.
breaks bitches down. I'm sorry, she breaks them down.
Yeah.
And a lot of females should be lucky. Women don't fight with 3 minute 12 rounds, or it'll be worse. So what do you think about that fight?
I'm gonna watch it, and that's an exciting day for boxing. I think it's a day that can really push boxing forward. I think ESPN's programming will be amazing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get to that next.
Yeah, because they got so many fights in their archives that they can pull from to make this fight amazing. And I can't wait for that fight. Not I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I definitely can wait. But
who you think gonna win?
I think Shakur. Shakur is and the
funny.
funny.
I was talking about the Taylor Serrano fight. Who you think gonna win?
I've never seen Katie Taylor fight, but so I'm gonna go with
shit,
Serrano.
You never seen her? Okay, okay. Well, moving on. Let's go to Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez. On that same day, Oscar Valdez, Shakur Stevenson, unifying super featherweight belts for it. You got Oscar Valdez, who's, people call him a brawler. I wouldn't call him that. I like to call him an aggressive counterpuncher. That's what he is. And Shakur Stevenson, an all-around Swiss jackknife. He's an all-around boxer puncher, in my opinion. He's just super. His technique is crisp. He's fast. He's got it all: inside, outside, mid-range, long range. I mean, he could do it all, in my opinion. Good to great defense. I mean, what do you think about that fight, Fred?
I like Shakur. I also, and I was thinking about that fight today. What's up, Anwar? I was thinking, and I thought Shakur wins. He's a bigger star than anybody at 135.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys gonna say he's not bigger than Tank. I don't mean in terms of like he will be the most trusted 130, 135 guy. Like when you think of that division, you're gonna say Shakur.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna say Tank no more. You're not gonna say Devin anymore. You're gonna say Shakur. Who has the biggest upside? Who's gonna last longer? Everybody's gonna say Shakur. Right. Right. And
yeah, I'm going with Shakur by late stoppage, Fred. I think Valdez gonna have his best moments when Valdez's best moments is gonna allow Shakur more opportunities. Put it that way. That's how I look at it.
No, it's a 130 fight, but I'm saying he's in that realm. He's in that scope of those young fighters. And I saw Shakur put out a tweet like, "I'm locked in. I'm doing this. I'm doing that." I like that. Also, keep in mind, you got to keep doing media. You got to keep. I haven't. They did a press conference last week that not too many people were there. But
yeah, I mean, Bob Arum is a legend, but I feel like that fight deserved. They should have put that fight somewhere on top of a temple or some, or a yacht, somewhere exclusive. On the beach, somewhere.
Well, it was in Vegas. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, he got it free. He got the location free. What can you do?
I don't know, man. I know, but that fight deserves so much more.
Yeah. Yeah.
But next fight, you got Canelo Alvarez on May 7th. Dimitri Bivol. Canelo's going right back to light heavyweight. The fight, I think, he's the second best light heavyweight in the division. The champion, Dimitri Bivol. We all know who Canelo is. He's an aggressive, a counter puncher, but he can do a little bit of everything.
Right.
And his best asset is his defense and his body punching. And then Dimitri Bivol, who's a technical boxer puncher.
Right.
He could do a little bit of everything as well.
Right.
He can punch. He got good speed, technique. What do you think about that fight, Fred? Do you smell an upset? Some people think he's got a chance.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think I'm telling you once that bell go thing, Bivol might become the favorite. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm betting on Bivol. That's a tough.
He's got a shot.
That's a tough day in the office, man. That's a tough.
This ain't no Sergey Kovalev, no washed up Sergey Kovalev.
That's a tough man. I think Bivol might be the favorite once round one starts. The court of public opinion, Canelo might be, but I like Bivol, man. I like Bivol.
Me too. I might drop a little change on Bivol. I think
why not $10, $20?
Canelo's problem.
Yeah. To win $100, I'll do that.
It's a good bet, Fred.
Yeah,
I think his power is going to keep Canelo honest, his speed. And he throws some good body punches too, as well, which is I always said when you deal with a body puncher, you got to go to their body as well.
Right.
You got to.
Right.
So, but moving on. This is the last one. May 14th, Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castano 2, undisputed belts. They're going for it again. Jamel Charlo is basically I would say he's a counter puncher. He counter punches mainly, but he can be aggressive as well. But he's a big puncher as well when he sits down in his shots. And Brian Castano, he's a high volume, technical, I would say puncher. Similar to Earl Spence, he throws a lot of punches, comes behind that high guard, works the body a lot. What do you think about that fight, Fred, in the rematch? That's a lot of people say it's 50-50 again.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 fight. Castano is gonna be he's gonna have some special medication. I don't trust
Argentina's beef.
Yeah, I don't trust Jamel's intellect. I don't trust that I don't trust that he'll listen to Derek James when it gets heavy. I don't trust it because when you go back to that Tony Harrison fight, I don't care what the judges saw. I don't care. I thought Tony Harrison was piecing him up. And, And in the late rounds, he went to, I'm going to go against the ropes. And I'm going to do this and I'm going to go lateral.
Come on, Tony.
Do this lateral.
Come on, Tony.
And I got to watch that 11th round or something to see what happened. But the first 10 rounds, I thought Harrison was going to work. I mean, going to work.
Oh yeah,
and
effective.
yeah,
effective.
very effective, very very effective, and he recovered well from that early knockdown.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't trust Jamel's intellect. If you want me to be honest, I don't trust him in the
problem.
thinking man's fight. I think he's
I agree.
highly emotional.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's erratic because he hasn't been tested to show that he's been erratic, but
Mhm.
he has real power.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I agree with you, Fred. Jamel Charlo, for all his athletic and physical talents and gifts, and having a great trainer in Derrick James, his ring IQ and his brain, his mentality, his mind is probably his weakness, his biggest weakness.
Yeah,
probably is. Take that away, he would probably be nearly unstoppable.
Yeah,
nearly unstoppable. But I think his problem is that if you swarm him, you got a good chin, a tight defense, and you got good power, you can definitely befuddle him.
Yeah.
You can definitely make him, like you said, you're right, erratic.
Yeah.
You know, Tony Harrison showed that when he was going to the body of Jamel Charlo with good combinations, crisp 1-2s, and pushing Charlo back, making him fight off the back foot.
Right.
And, you know, Castaño did the same thing, but with a little bit better recipe. So I think if Jamel doesn't listen to Derrick James, because he wasn't listening, he might be in big trouble. You don't want to run into a fighter that just has your number, because usually in rematches, if you fight a guy who just has your number, it's a higher chance you can get knocked out. So that's my take on that. It's going to be a great fight. Great fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which fight you looking more forward to the most? All those fights. His name.
I would say Earl Ugas. I'm excited to see what Earl number 2 would be. No, I'm gonna take that back. I'm for real. You want to know for real? I'm
fight
Fundora Lubin. I'm excited for that fight.
You know what? That might be a sleeper fight of the year as well.
Uh-huh.
I said Katie Taylor Serrano, but that might
for
be
real.
Fight.
I'm definitely looking forward to that fight because I'm interested to see what Lubin's gonna do. He's a more skilled fighter, and I'm interested. Will he run to the car in the rain? I don't know if I don't know if he's gonna run to the car in the rain because he got white shoes on. You know, like it's gonna be a lot of rain that night, and if Lubin has the mindset, I gotta get inside. I gotta get inside his reach. I gotta get in. That's the game plan. And if I can get inside his reach, and I can 2-piece and pivot and turn this gargantuan man, and then you start taking his confidence, and then he starts stepping back on his jab because he's coming downhill on his jab. But if you can get him stepping back on his jab and with no power and just arm punches, and so I'm interested in that.
I think Lubin needs to take a playbook out of Canelo's playbook when he fought Calvin Smith and just aim for whatever Fundora's power arm or power hand is, and just punch that arm, keep punching it as hard as you can over and over, so you can drop them hands, and it won't be as effective, and just start going upstairs, because Fundora just does, his defense is just very poor. Sergio Garcia, who fought him last, showed that. I think Lubin, who's more athletic, is, like you said, that's the key, to turn him. Because when I see fighters move with Fundora, he's a bit stiff. So, yeah, man, I can't wait for that fight. That's a great fight.
No, that's an exciting fight for sure.
Which do you think is the least likely to be the most entertaining of all those fights? All those fights are great fights, but which one do you think?
For real, because I've seen it before.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name? Shakur Stevenson.
Oh shit! I see what you.
Yeah. He could win by being a master of distance.
Yeah, he got the legs and speed.
Yeah,
that's true. Valdez, man, I don't know. I mean, I like Oscar Valdez, despite all his cheating shit and all that crap, but I think he's this guy is just the antithesis to his what he can do and what he can't do. And Shakur is just going to solve him like a puzzle. You're right, but I feel like Shakur is going to put his foot down late and start coming forward and just start beating him up and earning a ref stoppage or a corner stoppage.
I like that.
Probably ref. So, but that's my call, Fred. I just want to talk about the fights that's coming up, support boxing, shout out all the fighters, and talk about the matchups and their skills, and getting people who don't know which fights coming up, put their antennas up for these fights, because I think it's gonna be a great, great year, and that's my call for it.
Appreciate it. Let's see how long it is. 20 minutes. God damn. $253. What it do? Oh man, why you hang up, man? Why you hang up? What's up, Bryce? How you feeling?
Yo.
What's up?
I don't know. I got a lot of news.
You got a lot of news? What is it?
Well, not a lot of news. I got two parts that I want to talk about, and they're gonna be really quick. And then we got to talk about me closing the show tonight. Okay, so number one is Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce
Shakur.
it. Right. Shakir, whatever. Okay, I think Shakir is
the singer.
H-E-R. Shakur is H-U-R, and it's H-U-R. So, anyways, he's facing Valdez.
Yeah.
I'm sorry with names. I'm terrible. And he said he could be Prime Mayweather. Did you hear about that?
I saw the title.
Yes, Prime Mayweather and one other person that I already forgot.
Canelo?
I said it ago. Yes, I think so. Prime Floyd and Canelo, yes. Yes. And I watched him face Nakatila.
Yeah. And you wasn't impressed.
Very names, as you can see. I watched that live with my uncle because I was at my uncle's house. I shut off the PS4 and I straight up turned on the fight. That's how dedicated I was to see him. And it was a good fight, but I don't think he can beat Canelo or Prime Floyd at all.
Mm-hmm. You ain't got to believe it. You got to talk about it.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah, he just wants you. He believes it, but
confidence is key, man. That's it.
Confidence is key. He ain't beating no damn Floyd Mayweather, dog. Floyd is something out of this world.
Dude,
he's out of this stratosphere in terms of.
I saw Floyd punching a heavy bag the other day.
It's like a shotgun, right?
Oh my God, that shit is so loud.
Yeah. He's a maestro. He's a maestro in there.
And then I also wanted to talk about, I don't know how big you are on WWE, like old WWE.
Yeah,
like
but
WWE.
Kevin Nash passed, right?
Huh?
Kevin Nash passed?
No, it's not Kevin Nash. It was Scott Hall.
Scott Hall was Razor Ramon, right?
Yes, they're the same person.
Yeah, that's awful. Rest in peace to that young man. He was young, too. He was 50-something?
I don't know how old he was. I think he was 61.
Was he?
And then Kevin Nash is possibly going to die from a broken heart.
A broken heart?
Because they rode together for the whole career.
63. Scott Hall.
Oh.
So Scott Hall wasn't Razor Ramon, right?
He was. Scott Hall is Razor Ramon. It's like the Mick Foley Dude Love Mankind thing.
Okay, got you. So, and you said who else?
Kevin Nash.
Who's Kevin Nash?
Kevin Nash is Diesel. He's a dual role too.
He's still alive, right?
Kevin Nash is still alive. Yes, he was part of the NWO with Scott Hall and whoever else was in that.
He was 63. Young man, very young. And yeah, man. Hey, that wrestler's lifestyle. I saw a documentary. Was it Andre the Giant? Oh man.
Yeah, more than likely.
The lifestyle, because they got to perform 300 nights a year. Jeez.
Yeah.
That lifestyle is ridiculous. Oh, I think I saw the Ric Flair 30 for 30. I think that's what it was. And how they
that could be true too. Ric Flair, yeah. Man, my grandpa's older than that. My grandpa's 72.
Oh. 72? Okay, he's young.
Yeah, for the most part. He's had like 2 strokes though in a matter of like 5 years, but he's living. He caught COVID, almost died from that. He's still living.
Strong man.
So am I gonna close the show tonight?
Yeah, you come on for sure in an hour. 9:20. Call in at 9:25.
Which would be 12:25 my time.
Yeah, call in. We'll wait for your call.
All right, 12:25. You better open them lines for me though.
Yeah, I got you for sure.
All right, bet. I guess I'll see you at 12:25 then.
Appreciate you, dog.
All right, peace.
Oh, okay. You'll get him later. You'll get him later, Kyle. All right, appreciate you.
Peace.
One sec. Yeah. Yeah. Bryce is likable, isn't he? Anyways, man. What were we talking about? Oh, you were talking about Shakur Stevenson, man. I think Shakur got to do if Shakur does enough press prior to this fight and he actually looks amazing, Bryce Shop conversations. Yeah, for sure, right? If I think Shakur, I think he can step in front of the trust factor. I don't think boxing fans trust Tank Davis. I think we, and I'm going to say we like him. I don't think we trust him because he hasn't been in a big fight. Well, all his fights are big, right? According to Leonard Ellaby. He's a star. But none of those 135 guys, undefeated, I should say, have been in big fights. Lomachenko's lost. Teofimo's moved up and lost. So I think Shakur got a chance just to thrust in front of those guys, man. And he'll be able to pick his next opponent. He's going to have a lot of leverage, assuming he beats Oscar Valdez because of, what's his name? Jay Prince. Yeah, and you're right. It may not be Tank. It may be his handlers. Thank you, American boxing fan. It may be Leonard Ellaby we don't trust. You know, he's kind of snakish. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's kind of snakish, man, you know? And he's like a used car salesman, kind of, you know? So, you may be on to something. Thank you for correcting me. Yeah. Devin Haney versus JoJo was a big win. I'm telling you, I saw JoJo clean out my gym. Yeah, it was a big win. I agree. It was a big win. But it's not the win that, you know, Oscar Valdez he's training with Canelo. Canelo's going to be at the fight. Wait a minute, April 30th? Canelo won't be at the fight. He might be at the fight because he may move camp. Canelo might move camp to Vegas that week. He might. So he might show up. Canelo shows up to the fight. He beats him in front of Canelo. Oh, it's a big fight. It's like when Floyd was fighting and Floyd showed up to the fights. You know, it was a big deal. It was a big event, right? But I think Canelo's going to Vegas Saturday, and he's going to move his camp there, and he's going to stay there for his fight May 7th. I think that's literally what's going to happen. But they may tell him, you probably can't go to the fight because, yeah, he'll be there, except 45-minute flight it is, and he flies private. So, but he has to be there Tuesday anyway, so he might as well just stay there, right? But yeah, it's a big fight. It's a big week. It's a big 7 days for Eddie Reynoso. It's a big week. I know Eddie Reynoso stand. He gonna enjoy them buffets. Shit, he will be there. Hey, Eddie Reynoso got the biggest trainer belly in boxing. Who has a bigger belly than Eddie Reynoso? Like his shit be busting through his shirt. Like, I'll be like, damn. And he be wearing them tight sweats, and I'll be like, man. Man, be comfortable, dog. Anyways, I'm not hating on the men with the big bellies, but he's in a profession where full of athletes, right? Bomac. Yeah, you're right. Bomac and Eddie Reynoso. Bomac and Eddie Reynoso got the biggest bellies, dog. And the one thing I want to say about Bomac too is because I care. Someone better get a hold of Bomac. Bomac getting bigger and bigger. Like for real. And I lost a friend who was 300 pounds. And so Bomac, if anyone in Omaha can hear this, who's gonna tell Bomac that he needs to get in shape? Yeah, but Eddie Reynoso, like his belly. The reason why Eddie Reynoso looks so much bigger because he want to wear those tight clothes. He want to be 17. He want to be 16, 17 years old. I'm not God. I'm not saying when Bomac is going to leave. I'm saying Bomac is young. He's only 40, right? How old is Bomac? Because he was just a fighter. So I know he's not that old. I don't think Bomac is 50. So, but Bomac and Eddie Reynoso gotta start working out. They gotta get on a diet. Like it's the drip. Well, it's gonna be a drip in their arm if they don't stop playing. No, because good question, JT. I would say no because I think Shakur is gonna win so handily. It's gonna be very clear. I don't think so. I'm glad Top Rank is putting on that fight. I'm glad. And I am excited for PBC tomorrow. Like I said, my relationship with these promoters are weekly. It ain't no more. I love you, Al Haymon, forever, ever, forever, ever. I'm done with that shit. Every week, I'm judging each promoter on a weekly basis. I think what they're doing is smart. They'll be ahead of Top Rank. They'll be ahead of the zone. And it gives us something to talk about because tomorrow night, you already know what we're talking about, PBC schedule. I wanted to talk about Farrakhan tomorrow night too. So, but got some new information on it. I may do a video at the end of this show. How about that? But yeah, I think that I think Shakur is gonna look great. You know what? I'm going to Vegas on the 9th. I'm gonna do a 6-fighter parlay. Whoever's on the board, that's what I'm gonna do. Whoever's on the board. I'm gonna go Lubin, Bivol, Spence, Lubin. Let me go in order so I don't make mistakes. Lubin, Spence, Fury, Shakur, Bivol. No, I'm not Muslim. I'm gonna go a 5-fighter parlay. That's what I'm gonna do. 5 fights. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. 5. That's the 5 I'm gonna bet. And then I'm gonna do another one and switch Bivol with Canelo. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do 2 5-fight parlays. And since I'll be in Vegas, if Lubin don't win, then I'll go back to the sports book and put in a 4-fight parlay because I'll be there. You know, I think Lubin is the one that's closest to a 50-50 fight, right? So don't bet against Canelo. No, I told you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do one on Bivol and one on Canelo. But I don't think Dillian White has a chance. I think Dillian White just gets washed. I think he's gonna get tired. I don't trust Dillian White. I've never seen Dillian White look like he can fight past like the 9th round. I've never seen it. And I actually enjoy watching him fight because he's a great 6-round fighter. You know, he's a hell of a 6-round fighter. But he gets tired. And he gets heavy and he is leaning against the rope. So I'm very interested to see how that goes. And I'm very interested to see Derek Chishora's interviews fight week. I want to hear what he has to say. Derek Chisora. War Chisora, man. He's funny, man. He's a joy. Yeah. I think Bivol Canelo is a closer. Hell yeah, it's a closer fight. Yeah, don't walk into that left hook. Hell no. No, I don't trust in White. I don't trust him at all. What's up, 252?
What's going on, man?
How you feeling? How
I'm
you feel?
living. I'm living, baby. Yo, I did not. Yo, when was the Fundora and Lubin fight? Man, I'm really out of the loop.
April 9th.
I thought, when was it? When was it? When was it? When did they announce that?
It will be announced tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Oh, yo, I mean, yo, it's crazy that Fundora. Yo, I was looking at an interview of Fundora, maybe a couple months ago, and the guy said he walks around at his fight weight.
Don't believe that shit, man.
No, that's what I'm just saying. That's what he said. He said he walks around like 150, 154, 155.
Nah, hell no. Yeah.
But I think this is a winnable fight for because look. I think Fundora he's an exciting fighter, but man, he's mad sloppy, man. I think Lubin can actually win this fight.
Hell
man.
yeah,
You know,
Lubin can win this fight.
I mean, if he's the underdog in the fight, man, I think that's easy money right there, man.
I want him to be the underdog. If he's the underdog, I'm gonna bet single fight bet because I have every intentions of being there.
Yeah, because Fundora's very tough, but like I said though, Lubin may win the fight 9-3, but still lose on the cards. And I mean, we've seen this before. I mean, it's a possibility, because Fundora might be that guy that they're putting money behind to be their next superstar. Even though he's not the most skilled guy, but he can sell tickets with his style. So you just can't never be confident in the judges.
Yeah, you never put it in the hands of the judges if you can help yourself.
Mm-hmm. Well, sister, I heard you say you got about Farrakhan tomorrow, man. What you got coming up?
No, I got a video of what's his name? Lance Shabazz. Lance Shabazz was talking about how Farrakhan got kids all across the world.
Well, Farrakhan, man. Farrakhan, he made some statements that, he has followers. There's nothing you could tell any of Farrakhan's followers about him. He's a saint and whatever. But Farrakhan, he blamed Malcolm for him hitting his pregnant wife. You ever heard that speech?
Yeah, she hit him back or something like that.
Yeah, she hit him back. But he had blamed Malcolm for the fact that he hit his pregnant wife. I mean, people are buying into this, man. Like, come on, man. Come.
Yeah. It's sad that people put a man's life before theirs. It's so sad. It's like I don't care at this point. And I'm not here to convince them. What I'm here is just to create the conversation. And I believe what I believe. It's sad that when you talk to another man, they say, "Oh, he's the closest thing to God." No, you are. Nobody in your life can be closer to God than you. Simple.
Yeah. And it's sad that once you start talking about Farrakhan, it's like, well, Farrakhan's done this much for people. I ask people, like, what has Farrakhan done? I like Farrakhan. I mean,
where are the tangibles? That's why I say, where are the tangibles? People say they're rich. I'm sorry.
Farrakhan's the type of guy that feeds off the plight of Black people. I mean, when Black people in the nation are going through something, he's the type of person, he tells you what you want to hear. Like Jim Crow Joe. He tells you what you want to hear.
Right.
and then you start like, oh man, he's for the people, he's this and that. But yeah, I mean, he's not the only one. A lot of guys are doing this, man. But yeah, he feeds off the emotions, and then he tells you what you want to hear, and then he sucks you right in because he's very charismatic. Just like all of the guys that the NOI viewers, man, they learn how to speak. They're very great orators.
Right.
They know how to speak.
Right, they do.
So, I mean,
they definitely do. And like I said before, Wesley Muhammad came on. You're not going to beat a Um, you're not going to outtalk them.
Yeah, they're charismatic. All of them.
You're not going to win a debate. They're going to filibust and they're going to sound beautiful and poetic and they're going to say brother and they're going to appeal to the crowd. But at the end of the day, I ask you, what in the communities that you are in have you built? You rent your temples. Like half your temples are rented. Like what have you built? What's your sustainability power?
And what you saw with Elijah Muhammad, what happened once he passed away, you saw the NOI get broke up into many different fractions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't just Farrakhan and
Wallace.
and Elijah's son. It was like everybody,
Yeah.
like so many people had their different fractions, and you're gonna see the same thing when Farrakhan passes.
It's gonna get worse though, because their numbers are worse. Because I saw the Savior's Day is way less. Way less. And Farrakhan's a god. Like, man, give me a break. Like I said, the truth should be a la carte. Like if I say something great that's applicable to inspiring you or getting you wealthier or healthier, then that's it. That's it. That's all I'm worth. Don't be like, oh, you ain't got to take the whole person. Nah, you ain't got to take the whole person because you can hate me tomorrow. You know what I mean? So, and that's just it. But I think it's just I think it's awful that I can have a conversation with a black man, and because I have no respect for Farrakhan, I'm not a black man. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I get it a lot.
Man. You know,
I understand. I truly understand, man. I get it a lot, man. But it ain't for me. It ain't just Farrakhan. For me, is
I'm an agent.
You may not agree with the guy's name, but I have no respect for Agent Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, because these are the same type of guys, man. They're the same type of guys. Because Jesse Jackson, a lot of what he was doing back in the day, and Al Sharpton was guilty of it too. Like they would organize these protests against the company until the company comes to them and pays them off to go away, to stop.
Right.
I mean, this has been going on for decades, man.
The ambulance.
I mean, it's going for decades, but it is what it is. Like, so you know what it is. But yeah, great show tonight, man. As usual, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy watching. Stay up, man. Peace.
Appreciate the call. Yeah, man. So we'll talk about that tomorrow, I believe. But I think PBC's schedule might overwhelm that, so we may push that to Wednesday. But it's no true boxing this week, so I figure we'll throw in a topic that's relevant. I don't know, to everybody. I don't know, but non-boxing, I guess. Not Elijah Muhammad. Farrakhan knows what happened to Malcolm X. He knows, 100%. 100%. The killers came back to the Mosque 25. There's too many accounts now that support that, and he was actually speaking there, and it is what it is, man. And the sad truth on Farrakhan's behalf is when Farrakhan dies, Malcolm just gets bigger. He's just gonna go away. No one's really gonna be repeating him. He has no quotables. There's no quotes that you can just quote Farrakhan. There's nothing that Farrakhan did that's actually like that has sustainability. I'm interested in Bolanga. I'm interested in that fight. I'll be watching that card for sure. Virgil Ortiz, yeah, he's fighting out here in LA. I saw the advertisements. Yeah, I got offered free tickets for that fight. I said, nah, I'm good. I appreciate it though. Yeah, man, it's just awful, man. It's awful that a man gets to be a leader and he knows who killed the leader before him. Man, you can't make this up, dog. You cannot make this up. It's awful. And it's black people believing this. It's real life black people believing this and spreading this malarkey. Man, come on, man. You can't make this shit up, man. How can you have like I had a conversation with too many of them to count, and I always say it's about economics, man. The man says the man changed his life. Okay, I if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. I can't take that from you. Then I asked, it's about economics, man. And I asked, what do you do for work? He says, I sell newspapers and bean pies. And then I asked, how is that economically efficient for you? Then I said, how many kids you have? And then they always say multiples, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I says, how are you able to sustain a lifestyle and take care of your kids selling bean pies and newspapers? And then it gets back to and then it gets back to I'm doing this because it's the right thing to do. And but it's not always about the money, but it's not just about the money. You don't want to put your kids or the woman you love in a position of compromisation. Is that a word? You don't want them to be compromised. You don't want them leaning on the devil. Because if you're not getting it done, then the options are welfare or they get a job or Section 8 or whatever, WIC or whatever. And I truly believe that at the end of all this, a lot is going to come out. And it is what it is, man. And yeah, so we'll see. Farrakhan said he only has 9 kids or 8 kids in a speech. I need to pull that clip for tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, we'll go back to boxing. And but the fact that you actually had kids though, like what's up with Elijah Muhammad and Farrakhan having kids? Like people talk about, oh, you can't talk about because if you talk to a Nation of Islam member, you're gonna say you can't talk about their domestic life. But it's in your laws. How can they can do it and you can't do it? How do you have kids outside of your wife and you can't be there for your kids? As I said yesterday, the most optimum place you can be is in the same house with your kids. It's that simple. Like it's just really that simple, man. And people wanna frame it like, oh, I see my kids 3 times a week. I respect that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying optimal. Like 100%. And if Farrakhan is not raising his kids, then somebody else is. Simple. If Elijah Muhammad is not raising his kids, nobody else is. So, so what's up, Kyle?
What's going on, Big Fred?
Hey, how you feel?
Feeling cool, man. Can't complain too much.
What fight are you most looking forward to?
As far as when? This
The
year?
fights, yeah, the fights that we know about. What fights are you looking
Oh,
forward to?
man. Come on, man.
I can't read that.
Terrell Spence.
That's a fight you most looking forward to?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I want to see my boy back in the ring, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. He's definitely put in the work. He's there.
I'm probably gonna make a dumbass sacrifice in April.
Are you gonna go to that fight?
Yeah. Santos got me a ticket, so I think I'm gonna be irresponsible.
Oh, he got you a ticket to the fight?
Yeah.
What section y'all in?
You know me, dog. You know me. I'm a mover. I ain't staying in that seat if I can help it.
Okay, that's cool, man. Y'all gonna get to hang out. Did you get your flight yet?
Nah, that's it.
Oh, okay. Shit.
I'm trying to
That flight gonna be high in the motherfucker with these gas prices.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
That shit gonna be high as hell.
Hella high. Hell, hotels high as shit. But
shit, I'm gonna. The best thing to do is you know what I used to do? Get a rental and sleep in it. I ain't lying.
Yeah, that's a little dangerous, man. You live life on the edge, my boy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, but not in Vegas because I would rent the car and sleep in the parking lot of the hotel. If it was hot in the summertime, I would sleep at the Tropicana. If it was cold, I would sleep inside at like the Cosmopolitan or something. Yeah, real story. True story.
Yeah, you a thug for real. I learned a lot from you as it pertains to saving money as I go on these trips. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, so that's what.
You know how I was doing it, nigga. I was doing ones and dones, nigga. I sleep at the airport type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Because
I'm still contemplating though, man. I'm still contemplating. You know what I'm saying? Because they still haven't fixed my fucking exemption. So I'm still not getting all the money that I deserve. So it's kind of hard to do anything else.
Yeah, airline's gonna raise bag fees. I ain't taking no bag.
Hell no. I need a backpack. All you need is two, 3 pair of jeans and a couple shirts.
Not even that shit. Guess you know what I would do? It's cheaper just to go to the 99-cent store and get a t-shirt. You know what I mean? It's cheaper. As soon as you get there, go to the 99-cent store, get you some socks and some t-shirts, and you'll be good. It's cheaper.
What fuck you good at? What 99-cent store you go to where they got t-shirts at?
Well, they sell them for like $5.99, $4.99. Any store. You can get it for $4, $3, and you just throw them away. You don't take them home with you. Anyway, I'm the king of finding a way, man. I'm saving money, so I'm not giving these people my money. I do my best. So,
yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I want to go, but that undercard, man, that undercard just ain't it.
That undercard is trash, though.
That undercard ain't it, bro.
Well, you can get socks for 99 cents. You can get one sock for 99 cents for sure. I know that. But yeah, you can go to Dollar General. Yeah, facts. Fiscally conservative. I am fiscally conservative for sure. That's one thing I am.
Yeah, she cost that bitch costing me money, though. I'll tell you that.
What's that?
Huh?
What's that?
Her not fixing her. She got niggas exempt right now that's been trying to get off for months. She got people trying to get on exempt that's been trying to do that for months. Like she fucking people families my households up with this shit she doing. And she don't got a number, so you can't contact her.
What's how far is she? Is she in the building?
Hell no.
Where's she at?
We don't even know.
Oh,
our payroll lady don't even know where the bitch at. She was sending her emails and she wouldn't get back to her. So it's like,
well, who's the boss?
She still got a job, dog. But you see the people I work. You see the people I work with. So you see, huh?
You live next to a Greyhound station?
No, hell no. I ain't Greyhound and shit.
Oh God! I just saw this picture of Jesse BLM Smollett. That motherfucker, he had a fist going in. I said, man, I said, I don't. Hey, I saw that and I was like, I don't want to be black. Did you see that? Did you see that?
He tried to say that all that happened to him because he was black, though.
And then he raised his fist when he was going to get arrested. When he's going to get arraigned. Did you see that?
He said something like, I'm guilty. Y'all know I knew I was guilty already or some shit.
Man, I don't know. He said a whole bunch of nonsense. The word of the night is malarkey. He said a whole bunch of malarkey. And I'm sitting there like, dog, stop. This is just too much. Hey, Man, go do your time, dog. You got 6 months. You'll be out in 2. You know, they can't afford to keep you in jail for 6 months, man. Stop. You will be out shortly because it costs us too much money. They'll put them on house arrest, you know. So
This shit crazy. Now, Fred,
so
if you could choose a fight to go to, I know you ain't going to no fights, but if you could choose a fight to go to, which one would it be?
Let's see. I could choose a fight to go to. I like Dallas. I really like Dallas. I've been to Vegas a million times. Dallas treats me so well. I love Dallas, man. Dallas is the shit, man. No lie. No lie. Dallas.
Dude, Vegas, you know, it's cool, but it ain't what everybody be saying it is though. I've been to Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. I've been to Bud Sean Porter. I've been to Cool Boy Steph. Fucking Brandon Figueroa. And none of those fights was like, oh my God, this is the place I have to be. Now, when I went to Atlanta,
it was dope, right?
That's the energy that I was looking for in Vegas that I did not find.
Yeah. I can see that. Vegas is just so much to do after the fight, though. Like, you got options. That's what's cool about Vegas.
Shit, Atlanta too. Go straight to the strip club. Why not?
Everything is connected, though. Like, you don't have to get in your car when you go to Vegas.
Yeah.
When you go to Atlanta or anywhere else, you got to get in your car, but not in Vegas. You just go. You just leave, and the fight, wherever the fight is, that's where everyone is at, because it's always, and more often than not, it's attached to a hotel and a casino. So you just stay there for the rest of the night, and you'll be good.
Yeah, man. I the thing I love about going to the fights, man, it's the pictures you get to take and the memories you get to keep. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never was a picture guy, but I have a few.
I got epic group photos. Epic group photos.
Maybe I should have taken more pictures, but I didn't. I got a lot of videos though, you know. But
I'm not saying pictures with boxers. I'm talking about with the homies.
Well, that too. I don't have enough of those either.
Yeah.
I should have taken more, but it just seems weird. Like when you're not weird, but it seems like you're using the guy when you say, "Hey, gonna get a picture." You know, seems weird. Seems like I'm using him, but it's cool. But this is a strong push for boxing. April is strong.
April can save boxing if they do it right.
Yeah, April is. I don't think boxing needs to be saved. You think that it's not? I don't think it's on life support.
It is on life support, brother.
You think so?
Hell yeah, man. Everybody, we diehard boxing fans. We fed up. Imagine a casual fan, how they feel about boxing.
Yeah.
We love this shit and we fed up. So just imagine what the person that ain't even invested into the sport as much as we are, how they feel about the sport.
Yeah. Champion, retire in Thailand, dog. Don't fuck with Vegas. Fuck Vegas. Go to Thailand. Man, you get anything you want, man. Anything you like. Yeah, man. Go live your best life, champion heart. Shit. You live in America long enough. Or just come back every 6 months. Shit. Thailand might sound like a fun trip. I've been there. Thailand's fun.
Ain't that where Dante's Boxing Nation is at or somewhere like that?
Yeah, he's building a hotel over there.
Damn, all off YouTube money, huh?
Oh, he probably has a job over there doing something. I don't know. I honestly don't know, but YouTube is profitable, man. YouTube is profitable. It was profitable for me when I was getting all those interviews and stuff, like especially during COVID. It was profitable, but
Yeah, I'm getting
Mhm.
I'm getting back into the mood. Man, it's so hard, man, because like the goals that I have, it's kind of hard to put hella hours in at the job and do this shit full time like I want to.
You got to do it
But
from your
that
phone.
house, man, I'm trying to get that house, bro.
I respect that, as you should. That should be the goal. House or nothing at all.
Is it house and nothing at all, or house or
or,
nothing?
or nothing. Like,
Oh, yeah,
oh, you all in the fuck?
yeah, man. Fred, I'd had like 10,000 already, bro. If she would have just let me go exempt, 10,000 easy.
Man, I need that 10,000 shit. I need it all.
Nigga, I'm telling. So right now, I just gotta like, cause see the thing is, me going exempt, that's paying off every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? That's paying off my girl shit, my shit. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but now I can't pay off all that shit at once. I gotta like week by week. I gotta pay some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got you. So what's going on with I saw, did you get a chance to watch Bill Haney on with
Man, I didn't get, man. So you know, at the job they firing niggas for the phones now. They don't let niggas get loose and shit. You know what I'm saying? They didn't let the patient get loose, and they was on the phone. So they said, nigga, you catch you on your phone, you're fired and shit. Fuck sleeping. Fuck being asleep on. Hey, fuck being asleep. If you're on the phone, you fired. That shit crazy. Motherfucker be dead ass sleep. Motherfucker can come to work and go straight to sleep. Still have a job, guys.
Or the Lakers winning tonight?
Huh?
Oh my God, the Lakers were losing 19-2.
Brian, please.
What's the score now?
I don't, man. Man, listen, dude.
Oh wait, what's the score of the Lakers, dog? Oh, that's embarrassing. They getting their ass beat 87-62 the third quarter. They down 25. Hey, since the All-Star break, Russell Westbrook is shooting 9% from the three-point line. Hey,
how's LeBron supposed to win with these niggas, man? Like,
well, he put the team together. Well,
no, he ain't put these niggas together, man. He
Yeah,
was
he
trying
did.
to trade the draft picks, and they wasn't fucking with him.
So
he was trying to get rid of them draft picks, bro. Fuck the draft pick. He was trying to get some players.
But if you remember, everybody was saying, I said the Lakers ain't gonna be shit. Do you remember that conversation we used to have in here? Because I said they ain't got no shooting. Remember? DB was hating. I said, no, they not that good. Oh, you just hating. You hate on everybody. No, they can't shoot. And he's like, oh, Malik Monk can shoot. Who was the other guy? The other shooter that they had at the time. They released him since. He's from North Carolina. What's his name? They had him. Anyway, he was a shooter. But I'm like, nah, dog, it ain't happening. Nah, you just hating. You always hating, Fred. No, I'm not always hating. The Lakers are gonna be trash. And look at them. Trash. Like that guy that be trash. How the hell you lose? Man, listen. Man, Danny, it wasn't Danny Green. It was the other guy that played at North Carolina. He's younger than Danny Green. He was a first round draft pick. Oh man. Can't think of his name. But he played for Charlotte and New Orleans. Ellington. There it is. Ellington. Thank you, brother. Ellington. Y'all was getting on me. Fred, you a hater. No, I'm not. And look, I'm right. And my boy Corey, he came on the show. Oh, the Lakers gonna be bad this year. I said, Corey, they gonna be terrible. No, they ain't. I said they can't shoot. Dog, when you can't shoot, Wayne Ellington, there it is. When you can't shoot, you can't get shit done in the NBA. I'm sorry. it ain't gonna happen. You got to have a jab in boxing. You gotta stretch that defense, or else they're gonna say, shoot, Russell. I dare you, Russell. And he gonna hit the top of the backboard. Shoot again, Russell.
Man, how the fuck is he hit the top of the backboard so fucking much, dog? What the hell is that about?
He shoots so hard. He shoots how he plays. Aggressive. No touch. And now his value is like it's tanked. Now they're gonna trade him for
Luigi in the mop bucket.
Nah, they're gonna trade him for a retired player. You know, and it's just bad, man. It's bad in LA. But LeBron out here balling, you know what I mean? He out here doing this thug thizzle. He literally can score 40,000 points in the next 2 years. That would be amazing. Pass Kareem.
I thought he already passed him.
No, he's not number one. He probably passed Kareem in the regular season, maybe. But not. Yeah, LeBron is. I mean, he's oh, I'm glad you got back safe, Miss Bird. Beautiful. I don't know what they got to do something. I don't know what they're going to do. They got nobody to trade. They got no value. Who can they trade and get something for?
They should have just tried to get John Wall, bro. I don't know why. They should just try with John Wall, bro.
Dude, Westbrook, but he got 1 year left on his deal. So they might be able. Oh, but not regular season. Okay. He might be able to he getting 44 million this year, but he has an expiring contract next year. So you know how they trade contract for contract? So they can free up some cap space to try and get a big time free agent. Dude, they could have had Bradley Beal or DeMar DeRozan. They chose Russell Westbrook. I knew that shit, man.
How stupid is that? And I didn't know they had that type of chance until like later on. But they didn't want to go up the draft pick or some dumb shit like that, right?
No, I was just saying DeMar DeRozan would have been perfect for the Lakers. He's a good fit, man. He's a good fit. Yeah, he do need to see a sports psychologist. Yeah, he do. Something's not right with him. Something's not right. He's a little bit odd, and I know him personally too, and I would tell him the same thing. Something's not right. Because he didn't say he's mad at the fans for calling him Russell Westbrook. Yeah, they could have got Buddy Hield too 2 years ago, right? They didn't get him
this year,
right? Yeah, I remember that. And how's he doing, Buddy Hield? Who's he playing with? Is he with the Kings?
He's, average shit,
But he's a shooter. But the point I'm saying is he blamed everything but himself for being a terrible shooter. And Russell Westbrook ain't buying himself out with 1 year left on his deal now. Hell no. You going to give me that 44? Hell no. At home too? Shit. Yeah, you got to pay. Nah. What you gonna give me? 25? 30? Nah, I want all 44, baby. All 44. So the point I'm making is
you think he retires or you think he got some left in the tank?
No, he can still play. But he's been minimized. He's been compromised. He can't, dude, he's shooting 9%.
How the fuck do you shoot 9%, man?
Oh, Buddy Hield's with the Pacers. So the point I'm saying, let me get back to what I was saying. He's not blaming himself. He blamed the fans for calling him Russell Westbrook. You're supposed to. Like, that's what fans do. They call you Russell. Hey, I can't wait. Hey, I've never watched the news. I'm gonna put the news on today. Do they losing by 25 to Kyle Lowry? They losing put that in perspective. They losing 25 points to Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry don't play for the Raptors no more.
Oh, he don't?
No.
So they losing to Corey Joseph.
No. Gary Trent Jr. is a baller. Pascal Siakam
Yeah, but he's not a baller, so he's not.
That's the nigga name. What's the nigga name? Fred VanVleet.
Yeah, Fred VanVleet is a point guard. Yeah, Fred VanVleet. Where's Kyle Lowry at?
Miami.
Damn, they losing to Fred VanVleet. Come on, dog. Hield is 19-5-5 for the year. He balling, dog. Damn, they fucked up. Hey, Trent Jr. Trent Jr. is having a good year. Gary Trent Jr.
Hell yeah.
Damn. Wow. They must be holding them back in Portland. Boy, LeBron. Oh man, LeBron, like, I'm getting paid. Hey, I don't want to see them in the playoff series. I don't want to see it. Look at this score, though.
Anything can happen in the playoffs, though.
The Lakers are 29-38. Well, y'all, why do y'all quite? Here's the bigger picture. This might be Bryce. What's up, Bryce?
I'm back.
Yeah,
you late.
No, he's closing.
You said 20. You said 9:20, Fred.
He said 20.
No, 9:25. I went back and looked at it.
He's early. I got your back, dog. I got your back. And so I forgot what I was gonna say. But anyways, LeBron.
Man, see, Russell Westbrook was a cheat code, but he sucks now.
Yeah, he ass cheeks.
He's a cheat code. I can see him being a cheat code in NBA 2K because he's fast and I mean, I can see that. But damn.
Like 2K15 with like that whole OKC with Durant and Westbrook. Oh my god,
I can see that. I bought those games and still ain't played. I bought Madden and I bought 2K. Still ain't played it.
I have Madden 22, NBA 2K22, the new Need for Speed, and UFC 4.
Yeah,
and Fortnite, and that's about all I play.
I'm not buying no more games because I'm never gonna play them. I just feel like I'm guilty sitting down in front of a computer for an hour. I mean, in front of a thing for an hour. How do I explain that? Kennedy, move! Like, how do I explain? How do I explain it? Kennedy, get off me. Get off me, Kennedy. I'm playing video games.
You got to wait till nighttime. That's how I used to do it. I used to have to wait until like 11 at night to play the game.
Yeah, I get it. Trent,
do you revoke your man card if you play games after 40?
They said what?
Do you revoke your man card if you play video games after 40?
No, people make money playing games. And it's nothing wrong with playing video games because, I mean, you're home.
Better than being an alcoholic, getting arrested for DUI.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with playing video games. It's I played it so much though. I was a man, especially when they had the internet where you can talk to the person you're playing. When that first came out, in 2005, 6, or 7. Oh man, I had my headset and I was talking to the person I was playing. That shit was live. Yeah, that shit was the best. Trent Jr. is averaging 19, 2 and 2 and 41 from 3%.
19-2-2?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
That ain't that good.
That's good for a shooting guard. That's solid.
Oh, he's a shooting guard? Okay.
Yeah, or a small forward, kind of. I don't know. And CJ McCollum got traded, right?
Yep. New Orleans.
I don't know if he got traded to, but I know he got traded.
Yeah, he with New Orleans now.
Oh, the point I was gonna make when y'all just might as well just stop questioning me. I said the Lakers gonna be trash. No, you hating. Oh, you hating. Oh, you was a hater, Fred.
I didn't think Russell Westbrook was gonna be this bad though.
I thought the Lakers were gonna really be good because they had all the big names, but all the big names are just old people now.
I said they're old. It's an 82 game season.
Dude, I had the same argument, bro. Nigga, I'm arguing back and forth with you. So I'm like, hey, look, y'all got Carmelo. I'm like, bro, Carmelo Anthony is old, bro. He was almost out the league, bro, a few years ago.
Man, and you can't sustain that for 82 games. I try and tell people that, but they don't want to listen.
But because LeBron can still do it, they think everybody can.
Right.
LeBron's on what, 19th season? 20th?
He's on something. LeBron takes care of himself, though. That's the one thing will say about him.
bro. I can't wait to see his son in the league. Oh my.
Oh, Malik Scott fights this weekend too. That's pretty dope.
Man, shout out to L Dub, man. He the only person who even knew that. Nobody even knew that but L Dub.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, what time is that presser tomorrow? Anybody know?
Cat dropped 60 tonight. That's what I just saw in the chat.
Yeah, because that's good because he was terrible the night before.
Oh my god, he dropped 60? Hold on, I want to see this highlight reel. He a big dude too, ain't he a center?
It's at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
What presser?
They're gonna announce the schedule.
Oh, okay.
Breaking the franchise record for the Timberwolves.
No, that's who? Kevin Garnett. Garnett. I'm excited for this event. I'm glad. I'm happy Al is doing this, man. I'm glad. It gets fans excited. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. We're gonna break down who's the best fight, who the worst fight, trash fight. I'm excited. Anyways, it's 9:30. It's
hey, yo, Kyle. Hold on real quick. Hey, yo, Kyle.
Hey, yo, Kyle. Hey, yo, Kyle.
What up? What up?
I just set my reminder for MMA Mondays. I just seen that.
Attaboy.
Oh, that's dope. You just put it up right now, and he just saw it. Oh.
So Bryce, you know what to say, right? To shut the show down?
Huh?
Oh, this gonna be good.
You know how to shut the show down, right?
I don't even know what you're saying, bro.
Do you know how to end the show?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh god. Am I ready?
Yeah,
am I ready?
We all on you, big dog.
Are you ready?
Ready, Freddy.
Play the song, Fred.
You forgot the great philosophy. You fucking up. See.
It's okay.
In the words of the great philosopher DB Fredro.
Hey, Kyle, you can do it your way, dog. You ain't gotta listen to him. Do it your way, Kyle. Do it your way. Do it the Kyle way. Oh, God. hey, we appreciate you. Appreciate you, Bryce.
And I'll see y'all tomorrow night.
See you tomorrow, man.
It must be summertime. It must be spring break or something.
Spring break. Spring break. Oh, man. Rob G, man. I appreciate you, man. Hey, call that Q Lee. Hey, man. Hey, yeah. Hey, Peoples Hernandez, man. We appreciate you, big homie. Yova, Rob.
Peoples Hernandez.
DJ, appreciate you, DJ. Thanks for the intel for the show. American Boxing Fan, appreciate you correcting me. Jay, Off Strength, Batman, Mellow Baller. Yeah, he gonna ball when you're down by 25. Everybody ball when you're down by 25. Shit, ain't no defense. Lakers got too many players that do the same thing. What? Take Geritol? What's up, Powerless, man? I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, dog. What's up, Planet 619? Miss Bird, thank you. Yeah, man. Yova, Champion Heart, man. Tomorrow night, we rocking. Cooking with the champ. Patricia Shelton's in the house. Hey, what's up, Victor? That's Sean.
You know what's crazy about time differences, Fred? Like when you time change, your body finally get used to a time, and by the time your body get used to it, change it again.
Move to Arizona.
Arizona's the only place that makes sense, man.
Yeah, because they don't change their time. It stays the same. Official statement. Run the game like I'm A6. Oh, we got Cooking with the Champ tomorrow night. Hey, let me do the Cheryl Dorsey bop. We got to have her back on, man. I got to call Miss Dorsey. Yeah, that was
Hey, look.
This motherfucker spilled the beans, man. Remember we went to dinner? I'm like, champ, slow down, champ. Slow down, champ. She like, hold up, nigga. Hold up. Hold up. This grown folk business you spilling.
That shit was funny as hell, dog. She looked at the nigga like,
oh, you one of them talk too much niggas. Top tier 2 side. He was just so excited. He was so excited. He's like, yeah.
I really enjoyed your book.
Champion, you gave us so many great memories, dog. Oh man, so many great memories, dog. Man, I love you for it, man. I love you so much, man.
Dude, just think about this, Fred.
Uh-huh.
You've been doing this shit since 2018.
19. After the Earl Spence fight.
That was what? That was 18?
Right, just before the Earl Spence fight. Yeah. 19. It's our 3-year anniversary coming up.
That's crazy, man.
Got a lot accomplished in 3 years. Got a lot accomplished.
That's facts.
Yeah. Hey. Appreciate y'all, man. I'll let y'all tomorrow.
Salute to the whole entire